Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, which covers a land area of 7,000 hectares, has a total of 18 faculties, a postgraduate college, 110 academic departments, in addition to a number of institutes and centers where various researches are being conducted. The university also owns a School of Basic and Remedial Studies (SBRS), located at Fontua in Katsina State. The Premier University has two campuses, one at Congo and another at Samaru, the main campus, which also serves as the administrative headquarters of the university. Most of the faculties, academic departments, and other research centers with cutting-edge facilities are located at the main campus. The Congo campus houses the famous Institute of Administration, Law, and ABU hotels. The institution's current total student enrollment for degree and sub-degree programs is about 50,000. Its students are drawn from every state of Nigeria, Africa, and from the rest of the world.
We are the most cosmopolitan university. We are the most national university. We have won this prize, I think, 4 times in a row. I don't think any university will beat us anyway, because it's a deliberate effort. This was instituted by Ahmadu Bello, may so rest in peace. Everybody from any race, any culture, anywhere in the world should be allowed to study in this university without discrimination. All 774 local governments are represented. It's a deliberate effort. There is a system we follow in the admission process to ensure that all local governments are represented in this university.
We have only 2 programs with interim accreditation, and at the international level also we have programs accreditation that were conducted by HESRI, a France-based regulatory agency. So we have our master's programs that are accredited. In engineering, we also have the Royal Society of Biotechnology in the UK that also has accredited some of our programs in the biochemistry department. Recently also we are undergoing international accreditation of the whole institution, and this is being done by the Quality Assurance Agency in the UK, which is the QAA.
ABU, additionally, it has a multiple of library facilities, a mini refinery for research, 3 hotels, a strong microfinance bank, and a dam from which the university gets its water supply. Like every other university in Nigeria, Ahmadu Bello University has a Vice-Chancellor as its Chief Executive and Academic Officer. The Vice-Chancellor is usually appointed for a single term of 5 years by the Governing Council of the institution. Professor Kabiru Bala is the 12th substantive and current Vice-Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and the 14th person to occupy the role. Kabiru Bala, who teaches at the Department of Building, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, is a professional builder and professor of construction management. Before his appointment and assumption of office on Thursday, 30th April 2020 as a Vice-Chancellor, he was head of Department of Building, Pioneer University ICT Coordinator, Director, Directorate of Academic Planning and Monitoring, Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies, and Deputy Vice-Chancellor in charge of administration. Professor Kabiru Bala is the 12th to occupy the highest office in the largest and public university in Nigeria.
I assumed office on 1st May. That was just about a month after the whole world was locked down. We came in a period when the finances were very low, because government funding is very, very low, as we all know. And this is a very, very large university. Now, COVID-19 aggravated that funding situation.
Midway into that, the accounts of the university was garnished because of a legal decision taken by Court of Appeal. And that again worsened financial situation of the university. On the day the university's accounts were garnished, the balance in the university account was 5 million naira. That is after more than 2.6 billion naira of other people's money, because even the money that was garnished was not university's money. What was left in any account available to Ahmadu Bello University was 5 million naira. That hardly would cover the cost of 1 day operations in Ahmadu Bello University.
Government even promised to give something, and they said we should make estimates, and we submitted the estimates. Not only ABU, all the institutions in the country, but eventually we didn't get anything.
Despite these daunting obstacles, Professor Kabiru Bala's tenure witnessed comprehensive academic reforms. He assumed office with 94 undergraduate programs in 2020 and grew to 98 fully accredited programs by 2025 from 103 to 110 departments. ABU had 26 centers, directorates and institutes in 2020, and as of January 2025, the number rose to 33.
As a modern university that we aspired Ahmadu Bello University to be, when we came on board, we discovered that the governance documents, the documents that determined what is right or wrong, either the governance documents were non-existent, or where they existed, they were too old. The first thing we embarked upon was to review the documents where they existed, things like promotion guidelines, conditions of service, where we codified all procedures and practices within the university in one documentation. 15 governance documents were created, but 9 were reviewed within the last 5 years so that we can live as a contemporary university. And that's why those are some of the things that are beginning to reflect in our ranking.
He upgraded the institution's interim joint matriculation board, IJMB, from a unit to a full directorate.
Creation of this directorate has facilitated in no small measure into the success of the IJMB program in terms of its day-to-day activities, because we are now independent of the Institute of Education, so all previous bottlenecks that were associated with the unit under another director actually has ceased to exist, and that facilitated all our activities without any problem.
With the support from the Vice Chancellor Kabiru Bala, over 500 students were trained and certified in Huawei ICT programs at the Huawei Academy. The Academy is a collaboration between Huawei Technologies and Ahmadu Bello University, which serves as a leading center for advanced ICT training, research and certification. Kabiru Bala's tenure witnessed groundbreaking infrastructural developments, including rehabilitation of Narrow Skill Acquisition Center. The 1,000-bed capacity Danfodio Mill Hostel is now in use after receiving total renovation. Another work that put a smile on the male student was the renovation of ICSA Ramat Hostel. Thousands of ABU students are now having full concentration on their programs. The administration of Kabiru Bala has also constructed 2 blocks of 2-story hostels for female medical students at Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, Shika. One of the hostels is occupied, while one is at an advanced stage of completion.
I have never allowed students to be housed in common room. And they come and tell me that this is the first time they have started attending 300 levels. 300 levels who are not entitled to accommodation in this school by this. So they are delayed until, but seeing what I saw before I took over. So when this registration exercise came, after 1 week I started entertaining this.
And one of the standout achievements of Kabiru Bala's tenure is the transformation of the Distance Learning Center DLC. Enrollment rose from 6,466 students in 2020 to 22,298 by January 2025, with programs increasing from 6 to 21 and nearly 10,000 graduates. Infrastructure was expanded with a state-of-the-art 800+ capacity CBT center, new faculty offices, perimeter fencing, and a bulk store. Examination centers increased from 8 to 47 nationwide and expanded internationally to UAE, Saudi Arabia, and the UK. In research, Professor Bala's administration significantly enhanced ABU's global academic standing. Over 144 research grants were secured with a total value of over $17 million, in addition to British pound and Nigerian denominated grants. 1,619 research papers were published in high-impact Q1 journals between 2020 and 2024. Landmark academic buildings include those for computer engineering, mechatronics, allied health sciences, dentistry, business administration, and the African Center of Excellence in Neglected Tropical Diseases and Forensic Biotechnology, as well as state-of-the-art urology center at the ABUTH. The Abdullahi Mahadi Conference Center was also completed and commissioned. ABU's internet bandwidth and ICT infrastructure were significantly upgraded.
We have quite a number of research centers. We have the Inland Basin and ultra-modern ICT center, which is established there at Hungu. Basically, this administration is more or less geared towards development.
Professor Kabiru Bala's contributions extended beyond academics and infrastructure to administrative reform. reforms. Under his guidance, ABU undertook a historic review and implementation of essential policies and frameworks, including the review of the ABU statute after 62 years.
We had about 20 old statutes, which we have looked at them and strengthened them. And then there are another 20 new statutes which we propose in addition to capture the growth of Ahmadu Bello University. One of the most contentious issues has to do with discipline, maintenance of discipline within the university. Section 8.5, Section 8 to Section 5 of the university provides for the process of discipline.
And we have finished that by God's grace, as difficult as it is, and obtaining all the approvals also right from the visitor. It's now finally with the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice, for gazetting. They're working on it. Hopefully by the end of this month they would have gazetted it. We never had ICT policy, now we have ICT policy. We have revised the exam regulations, which people have been complaining was not comprehensive. We have developed a book for credit transfer. So we have sexual harassment policy, we have communication policy, we have sports policies and sanitation policy. We have all of them. And all of them have been approved by council.
On 24th September 2022, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria unveiled the English translated version of the renowned Islamic jurisprudence book, Al-Qawain Al-Fiqhiyya. This initiative is under the Center for Islamic Legal Studies, which is dedicated to the study, development and application of Islamic legal principles in Nigeria.
His coming and his stewardship was actually a very huge blessing to Ahmadu Bello University, especially if you think of how he was able to redirect our energy towards research and innovation, towards academic. Let me tell you something. I know 1.5 decades ago, we've been wanting to be ranked among the top 1,000 universities in the world. We were able to only achieve that when Kabiru Bala came, and it wasn't by accident. It was a product of deliberate effort.
ABU is the home of sport. The ABU Directorate of Sport plays a crucial role in enhancing students' physical fitness, promoting competitive sport, and fostering university representation in national and international sports competitions.
When he came in, the first thing he did, being a passionate person in terms of sports, was to see that something has been left for a long period of time is the Ahmadu Bello Workers Football Club. He tried to revive it, and thank God it has been revived, and up to now they are playing National League 1. Ahmadu Bello University Football has produced so many players who played for the nation. One of them that I can remember is Kabiru Sadi, who has been here, and some other people who have also participated in the national team.
Agile, vibrant, and in their sound minds, ensuring safety, crime prevention, intelligence gathering, and maintaining law and order is their primary job. In collaboration with other departments, the ABU Security Services Department provides orientation, sensitization, and create awareness to students on campus.
We can clearly see that he has made several efforts to improve security. He gave us 100% support, and with the little resources, he bought motorcycles for us, which we use in patrol. And on a regular basis, he attends to the financial situation, which we are lacking based on what is available.
Kabiru Bala graduated from Ahmadu Bello University with BSc Building in 1985. His master's and PhD degrees were all from ABU. Kabiru, who joined the services of ABU in 1987, was a two-time head of department and the pioneer ICT coordinator of the university in 2005. Kabiru Bala was also at various times Deputy Dean, Director of Academic Planning and Monitoring, Dean of School of Postgraduate Studies, and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Administration before his appointment as Vice-Chancellor. On the 30th of April 2025, Professor Kabiru Bala is completing his successful 5-year tenure as Vice-Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and handing over the affairs of the university to another ABU alumnus, Professor Adamu Ahmed. Ahmadu Bello University continues to occupy a particularly important place among Nigerian universities. Currently, according to the university ranking, ABU is the best public university in Nigeria, still maintaining its position as the largest and most extensive of universities in northern Nigeria and among the top 1,000 in the world.